To this new video on GIMP, and in this video we are going to see how to work with selection by colors. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the content. First link on the description, the complete course is available, so if you want to learn GIMP starting from scratch with a course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. It is a reference course. We see in detail the different features if you need to work with photo editing, photo montage, if you want to draw, and if you want to create a graphic document. First link in the description, the complete course. Second link on the description, it is a website in link with this YouTube channel. You can learn software and have basics of this software on this YouTube channel. And second link on the description, it is like a online school. You can pick a course and learn any graphic software. So we are going to start. We are going to see these tools. We have the fuzzy selection tools, and we can use also the select by color tools, even if the most of the time we will use this one. So concretely, I have this image and I selected this one and this one. So if I click on this image and I want to crop the face of the woman, I will be able to use the fuzzy selection tools. But I'm not going to select the face of the woman, I will select the backgrounds. First, when you use these tools, you can define a value of 300, but as you can see, if you click on the face of the woman, just like this, you will obtain something like that, and it's going to be very difficult to crop the woman. On the right, I have these panels. This is a selection editor. You can find this selection editor in the Windows, dockable dialog, and selection editor here. So what I will do, I will click here to deselect. I will define the backgrounds. I will search the backgrounds, and for this I can define the threshold. If you reduce the threshold, you will have a lot of precision. But if I deselect here and I increase the threshold just like this, as you can see, I will take only this part because I don't have enough precision. So the aim is to define the precision that you want. You can also start with this mode, so it means replace the current selection, and after you can complete, for example, with add to the current selections. If I reduce the threshold, in this case I can work around maybe 30 or 28, and I will go left click here, and as you can see I can select the background like that. The selection in the selection editor is in wise, so if I want the woman, I need to invert the selection. To invert, I can click here, invert the selection, or select. You can find also invert or Control A, and when I click on invert here, now you can see the wise area selected with the face of the woman. Then I will go on edit, I will copy the selection, and I will go here, edit, and pass the selections. I will use the scale tools, and with the scale tools I will reduce the size, and I will place my image around here, and we can create these selections. I will click on scale just like this here. If I want to see better my selection, something that I can do, it is to create a new layers. So I can go here, I can create a new layers with, on this area, maybe the transparency, fill with transparency, and I can place this layer just on the back, just here, and I will define a color. I will double click, I will define some blue color, like maybe this one, and I will fill these layers, and as you can see, we'll obtain this render. So it's not perfect, but it's not bad. We can also adjust a little bit more the selection, but I think we can use these tools, it's pretty convenient. I'm going to deselect here. The second tool that we can use, I will click on this area here. You can use this tool. So the first one is to select a contiguous region on a base of color. So in this case, I have the base of the white color and I select contiguous area. But if you select the second one, so it means this one, select by color tool, you can select region with similar color. So it means you can have an area selected here and at the same time here, without any contiguous area, or if I click on the flower as well. If, for example, I select this one, it is same, I have a threshold value. So if I go left click here, as you can see, you can have multiple areas selected, but it is totally non-contiguous. Is it interesting here? I think no. If I just increase the threshold to reduce the precision, I will obtain this render just like that. And if I go on the backgrounds and I try to select, I will obtain this render. It is same if I was on this image. If I define, for example, something like this color, it will find different area but non-contiguous. So in this case, it's not very interesting to use this tool. So this one is contiguous on the base of color, and this one is not contiguous, it is similar color. After that, the principle is the same. So if I want to select the flower, I will do the same type of thing. I will click on the fuzzy selection tool. And after to click on these tools, I will search to select the backgrounds. So I will go left click here on the backgrounds. Here I have a threshold of 28 and I can complete. How I can complete? I will click on add here, add to the current selection. And if I go left click here, because I select the backgrounds, as you can see, I can remove this one when I click on add, and I can adjust my selection maybe just like this. And I can click here, can click here and here as well. If I want to remove this one, I can click here and I can click here and here as well. So after that, if you want to adjust selection, you have also multiple ways. So it means on the selection tools here, you can apply some feather, you can use sharpen, you can shrink, grow, and have more options for the selection. If you need to adjust, it will appear on this area. I need to invert the selection, so I will click here, I will invert the selection. And now I will press Ctrl C or Edit Copy, and I will go here, Edit and Paste or Ctrl V, and I will paste my flower here. I will select the scale tools. With the scale tools, I can scale and change the position, and I will place maybe the flower here. I will adjust with scale, and if I zoom a little bit, as you can see, it's pretty good about the selection. You can one more time use one of the adjust tools, like maybe little bit feathers if we need, but we can also just validate this type of selection, as you can see. So this is how we can work if we want to use this tool. So two interesting tools to create this type of selection. You can use the backgrounds, but you can also select directly, depends on the situation. This is the fuzzy selection tools and select by color tools. So we are going to stop here for this video. If you like, subscribe to this YouTube channels. First link on the description, the complete course GIMP is available. If you want to learn GIMP starting from scratch with the course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models, session of the course, what you will be able to learn in this training course, reference course to perfectly master GIMP step by step. Second link on the description, this is a website in link with this YouTube channel. You can learn software in these YouTube channels, have basics of this software. And second link on the description, it is like an online school, so it means you can pick a course and learn any graphic software. For our next video, see you. Ciao, ciao.